Hello bookish friends and welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing my July TBR jar picks. So as you can tell, June was quite the failure of a reading month for me. I barely read anything that was on my TBR. I kind of went through like a life slump where I wasn't enjoying anything I was reading, and what I was reading I wasn't loving, so I was DNFing it or just giving it low ratings. And then anyways, where was I? What was I saying? So wasn't really loving anything I was reading. Life was really busy, like every single day of the week and weekend Chris and I had something going on, so I just like didn't have time to do anything but like try to survive each day. June was a really busy month. July is only gonna get worse, so that's great. I have a lot going on in July. We have a wedding. Well, we have two weddings, one in Punta Cana and the other one is the following weekend, and that's out in Binghamton, so we have to travel for both. And then I have like three work events that I have to go to. One is in Boston that I have to go to overnight. The other one is in Long Island, which I also need to go overnight. And then I have another one in Jersey, which Chris and I are actually going to together, and we'll be driving back and forth, so I'm not staying overnight for that. But there's just a lot going on in July, so we're not gonna put that many books on my TBR. And I have a couple of books in mind that I really want to read in the month of July, so we're gonna try to make those work for the prompts. So we're gonna shoot to put, I don't know, maybe 6 books on our TBR, just because I feel like that's realistic. We're gonna try to make this realistic for ourselves this month, you know? I'm gonna take all these off. It was an epic failure this month. It's fine. I am taking off A Throne of Glass because I didn't finish it, but one of the first books I am gonna put on my TBR is Assassin's Blade, because if you watched my bookish weekend and my life vlog, you saw that I was trying to read Throne of Glass and just like couldn't get into it. And I was reading When the Moon Hatched in that video, and I talked about how like I liked seeing how savage of a assassin that main character was, and I was like, okay, I've heard that Assassin's Blade shows Selena being an assassin and doing all these crazy things, so I was like, maybe I'll like reading this first, and reading this first will make me like Throne of Glass better. So we're gonna put this on our TBR for the month, and I'm not gonna choose a book from my 24 and 2024 TBR because I'm hoping that if I finish this, I will then go back and finish Throne of Glass. I got 170 pages into this, so it's not like I have to like restart this whole thing. So we'll see. Should I put this on it? I don't know. We'll put Throne of Glass on there just because if I read Assassin's Blade, we'll go into Throne of Glass. And then the only other book that I'm gonna put on here, and I know I'll finish this one quickly, is Liar's Beach. This is the last book I have to read for the reading summary books vlog. I'm already overwhelmed. That's 3 friggin' books. I'm gonna go grab my TBR jar and we're just gonna see what happens. I do have 2 books in mind that I really want to get prompts for because I want to bring these 2 specific books on vacation. Let's see. Those 2 books are Every Time I Go on Vacation, Someone Dies in Middle of the Night by Riley Sager. So we're gonna try to get these books on my TBR. I feel like I should take Throne of Glass off, but we're just gonna leave it for now. This book I'm gonna do the audiobook for, I've already decided, so that doesn't really like count on my TBR. Let's actually put this in the front. So like I said, we're not gonna pick a prompt from the 24 and 2024 TBR because Throne of Glass is still on there. So all right, let's choose our first prompt. I really need these prompts to be good because I need to have a good reading month, you know? All right, let's try this one. Haha, okay, we could do this one. It says Louis chooses, so I have to pick another prompt to see what his choices are. So now, let's see what he is going to choose. Right, let's really dig in here. Let's see what's this. Young adult. Okay, I could do that. Okay. So let me get some choices and then I'll be right back. This is really the only section I have to choose between. I feel like I should do different genres, but all my YA books are like, okay. Let's get Louis in here and we'll have him choose our book. Louis! Here he comes. Louis, I have a thing for you. You gotta choose a book. Louis, can you choose one of those 3 books? No? Come on, go choose a book. No, come here. I need you to do me a favor. Go choose one of those 3 books. Which one? 2 or 3? Is that your way of choosing that one? No! No, I don't want to do that one. Okay, we'll do the do-over. This is the one he chose, you big doofball. Really was hoping he was gonna do this one, but it's fine. He really screwed me over with that choice. So as you saw, Louis chose The Do-Over by Lynn Painter, which this could be fun. I don't know, it's got really cute sprayed edges. It says, after living through a dumpster fire of a Valentine's Day, Emily Hornby escapes to her grandmother's house for some much needed girl talk and companionship. There, she passes out on the couch, but when she wakes up, she's back home in her bed. That's not the only shocker though. Somehow it's Valentine's Day again, and the next day another disastrous Valentine's Day. So I think she just lives this day over and over. So thank you, Louie, for doing that to me. But it is a YA, so is it YA? Yeah, I think it is. All right, let's pick book number 5, and we'll go for this one. Oh, please be something good. Yes. A cozy mystery, which is exactly what every time I go on vacation somebody dies is. This is the definition of a cozy mystery. I guess El Casimano, who is the author of the Finley Donovan series, said that this book is basically what Finley writes. So, thank you, Lord Jesus above. All right, let's pick our next one. We're doing decent so far, I guess. Oh, I could do this one. Okay. So this says the first book in a popular series. And I've been wanting to get to this one book, and it's a very popular series, so hold on. Hell yeah, that worked out in my favor. So this is the first book in a very popular series, Butcher and Blackbird. And this is the Ruinous Love Trilogy. I guess they're serial killers, but they fall in love. And I've heard that they're very spicy books, so I'm very excited. I think that it was announced that this just got, or it's getting made into like a movie or a show. Very excited about that. I do have the second book, even though I don't know if I'm gonna like the first one, but everybody that has read this has absolutely loved it. So thank you, TBR jar. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, what's this one? All right, this is the one that just like popped out. Psychological thriller. Does this count as a psychological thriller? I think so, because it's like, these always mess with your mind. So we're gonna go with Middle of the Night, and this is basically about our main character, Ethan, and his best friend, Billy, were sleeping in a tent in their neighborhood, and Billy just like up and went missing in the middle of the night, and Ethan comes back like 30 years later to his childhood home, and he like kind of starts to have weird things happen, and I think he tries to figure out what the hell happened to his best friend. So that worked out. All right, I'm feeling good. Feeling good. All the books that I wanted to be on my TBR, aka 1 and 2-ish, 3, 4, and I guess 5, are on my TBR. And this one I already know I'm gonna listen to the audiobook, so I feel like I'm gonna be able to read that one quickly. These two I wanna bring on vacation, and then we'll figure out the rest. But let's maybe choose one more, so we make it an even 8. So, let's hope and pray this last one is a good one. I don't have any other books on my agenda. Do a green or a yellow. Let's see, what's this one? Frida McFadden. Honestly, after reading, what did I just read? Oh, The Housemaid is Watching, the 3rd book. I like fucking can't stand her. But I do have one book on my TBR from Frida McFadden, so maybe we'll read that one and just be done with it maybe. So we'll put Ward D by Frida McFadden. This one sounds really good, but all of her books sound really good, and then I'm just like let down by them. And since reading the 3rd book in the Housemaid series, I'm like done with her, like completely done, because that book sucks so much. Medical student Amy Brenner is spending the night on a locked psychiatric ward. I don't know if that's how you say that word. Amy has been dreading her evening working on Ward D, the hospital's inpatient mental health unit. There are very specific reasons why she never wanted to do this required overnight rotation. Reasons nobody can ever find out. As the hours tick by, Amy grows increasingly convinced something terrible is happening within these tightly secured walls. When patients and staff start to vanish without a trace, it becomes clear that everyone on the unit is in grave danger. Amy's worst nightmare was spending the night on Ward D, and now she might never escape. Like, that sounds good and has all the potential to be really good, but will she execute? So honestly, I haven't, damn, my battery's gonna die, hold on. Okay, so TBR is set for the month of July. Let's quickly go over it. We got the Frida McFadden prompt, and we are doing Ward D. We have Liar's Beach, which is the last book on my reading summary books TBR. We have Assassin's Blade and Throne of Glass, which I'm halfway through, but we're gonna read Assassin's Blade first. And this technically counts for my 24 and 2024 TBR because Throne of Glass is on that. For the prompt where Louis chose my young adult read, he chose The Do-Over by Lynn Painter. And then I got very lucky and pulled the prompt of A Cozy Mystery, which we're doing every time I go on vacation somebody dies, by Catherine Mack. And then what was this one? Oh, the prompt for this one was the first book in a popular series. So we are doing Butcher and Blackbird by Bryn Weaver. And then lastly, we pulled a psychological thriller. So we are going to be doing Middle of the Night by Mr. Riley Sager. And that is the TBR for the month of July. I'm so excited about this TBR, especially after the reading month that I had last month. These are all books that I'm very excited to read and are kind of the books that were on my top priority going into the month of July, and books that I really wanted to read, especially since some of them are on the newer end, and I've heard a lot of people talking about most of these. So I'm very excited. Thank you so much for watching. If you like these kind of videos, definitely show it some love. Let me know what you plan to read in the month of July. Make sure you are subscribed to my channel and you hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.